Okay, this is rim joist preparation. Let's just see how I go about laying this out. So here you can see an up-close image of my markings as I'm doing this, and I'm going to do this on the whole perimeter of my sections here. So I'm marking them out with a pencil, very similar to how I did this with the foundation sections where I marked them before I installed them. So those little photos there were just explaining that. I have the privilege of using a miter saw, so it's a little easier, a little quicker and more precise if you've got a miter saw. However, you have to follow the safety precautions with it, okay? And always wear safety goggles and personal protective equipment. Okay? For this, I would advise you guys just to use your little saw that I provided. Here's an up-close image of what I'm working on here. It's the bay window section, and there's a lot of small components in these bump outs. So please be a little extra careful when when you're working on these little segments here. So I'm just using the miter saw. I'm following around. I think I went in a clockwise motion with this, and I just continued from one side to the next, going backwards and forward with the miter saw. Again, use that little saw, the little saw that I provided you, it'd be perfectly fine. So a lot of dry fitting, taking it backwards and forwards, trimming pieces down, making sure that my pieces are really nice and precise. And you'll notice that I don't use a tape measure for this. I find that just laying these pieces in place are just good enough. In fact, it's probably a little bit more precise and a little bit quicker as well doing it this way. So using the miter saw, doing these little sections for my bay window. Now I'm just going to put all the pieces together and see how it looks. Looks good.